Good evening, family. Sorry it took 3 attempts for me to get in my own live stream. YouTube wasn't wanting to let me in. Had to sign in twice. Still didn't want to let me in. I guess third time's a charm. Glad to see you guys in here tonight. See who all we got in here. Tamara Reynolds, heading home from birthday vacation. That sounds fun. Grammy's house, 80-mile-per-hour storm, winds in middle of the night, 155,000 still without power. Got to see firsthand what happens when non-preppers can't make coffee or Saturday morning breakfast without power. Happily, not me. That's awesome, Grammy. Good to see you, and Tamara. Name's Legacy. I mean, not that the power is down, but you had coffee and a hot breakfast in spite of it. Absolutely. Good to see you, Maines. Being home, Joe Morgan, Radioactive Prepper, good to see you guys. Zane, good to see you. Ashley, Chris Pike, good to see you guys. Karen Miner, good to see you. John Doe, Sherry Leach, Andy Morris, good to see you guys. Flow Grown Homesteader, thank you for that video you sent me, man. I'm going to try to post that to Discord and to my YouTube channel. I'm going to try to. It wouldn't let me share it from the email for some unknown reason. Probably because it's Facebook and that girl's shadow banned. So we'll see. Independent Marine, good to see you. Tooth Fairy, good to see you. Thank you guys for being here. Let's see. Gina HT, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Anna W, good to see you. James, the Southern Prepper, good to see you. I haven't seen you in here in a while, man. Good to have you here. Coral Tigger says, howdy, waiting on storms. Yep, they're coming this way. Which you always get them for, well, usually get them first, unless they're coming straight from the south, then we get them. But prepared for life's challenges, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Gina HT, good to see you. Richard Christopher, good to see you. Harry Lunsford, good to see you. Bear Wilkie, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Bob William, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Says, hope everyone is doing well. We are doing great. Hope you are the same. And flood watch here, heavy rains and thunderstorms. I feel you, brother. I just told Mandy it seems like it just gets dry enough here to do something outside, and then it comes another inch or two and goops everything up for another week. Oh, that's all right, James. I was over at your place the other night, buddy. You got a beard going on since the last time I saw you, man. Got my shelves in the dang it. Got my shelves in the prepper pantry today. I'm too old to be moving 80-pound shelving units downstairs. I'm glad you got it done, but yeah, you shouldn't be pulling on stuff like that. Looks like they're coming from the south. It seems odd. They're probably coming from the hurricane, I would assume. So we might get some wind kicking up here in a little bit, Coral. I haven't even looked at the weather since this morning. I know it's coming, but just batten down the hatches. I remember, I think it was Hurricane Isaac, maybe. We had like 10 years ago. Coral, I don't know if you still lived where you do now 10 years ago or not, but man, we had bad winds from that hurricane. Uprooted trees everywhere. Oh, it was awful. We didn't get too much rain, but the wind just leveled a lot of stuff around here. Which here, it's pretty much flat farmland. So a good 70-mile-an-hour straight wind will do a lot of damage. Papa, she has great tips for people whose jobs may be trying to enforce the jab. It's very worth the watch. I watched it. I ain't gonna lie. I hit the little 10-second skip button a couple times, but I did watch it, and she does have a lot of good information. I'll definitely get it shared out when I can. Skid Kid, good to see you. Evelyn Roberts, good to see you. Anybody else crept up in here? Carolina Family Preppers, KY Survival 76, good to see you guys. Said storming pretty good here tonight. That's probably what's heading our way, I would imagine. So my medical center decided to give stickers to employees to put on their ID badges. They have to do better than that. They can keep their stickers. Absolutely. You know, it's funny you said that, West Tennessee Prep, because I've thought about that too. I definitely thought about that. And they said, okay, what state will mandate the jab before you can renew driver's license first? That could definitely be a thing. Son and friend been trying to build the wife a waterfall and garden pond at Homestead, but can't finish because of rainstorms. Absolutely. I feel your pain, Marine. It's held me up a lot. There's some stuff I've just thrown my hands up on. Like I've got probably 10 tomato plants that I was able to move and they're doing decent. The other ones, I've kind of threw up my hands with them. I get enough to can and put some away. I'll be happy. T, did you see MD Creekmore's video this afternoon? I did not, Mames. I haven't looked at any news. I haven't been on Discord. We've been busy all day between birthday parties and we had to run to town. I haven't had time to do anything. They can stick that in their turd cutter. Alert, don't quit your job. Let them fire you. There will be a huge lawsuits coming. That's absolutely right, because right now, because that jab, none of them are approved. They're approved for emergency, but not for voluntary. That's what this girl's saying in the video that Flowgrown sent me. And until they're FDA approved voluntarily to be, like it's your choice, they can't make you take it. And if they fire you, you can turn around and sue the pants off of them. And there are going to be lawyers chomping at the bit to take your cases. You best believe that. So definitely don't, if you come to that, don't quit your job. Make them fire you. I'll check it out, man. I like MD Creedmoor. He is a cool dude. Some people don't like him and consider him like kind of a fearmonger at times, but I don't see that. I think he's just a real down-to-earth country boy that just tells the truth. He tells what definitely could be. Have 2 golden doodles for the grandbabies. Must have slipped in all this rain and hit my head. Oh, Kylene, my girl, she wants a golden doodle bad. She wants a miniature, though. Driving is a privilege. That's what most states say. That's absolutely right. I mean, it is a privilege. And they could use that against us. I mean, it's not mandatory that we have one. I mean, I see it's mandatory because I got to get to work. But I know what you're saying. Absolutely, West Tennessee Prep. Everyone needs to watch Prepping 101 video about forced jab and Argentina medical team fighting with guy on roof. I had not heard about that. I will definitely check that out. My tomatoes aren't doing well. I'm hoping for enough to can. That's where I'm at, Karen. Exactly where I'm at. Give me liberty or give me death. Absolutely. I'm hoping folks will reach out to me about seeing what we can get in place. Everyone needs to watch Prepping 101 video about, oh, I read that. I'm sorry. I've been trying to also dehydrate fruit also to fill in the gaps. I've been checking out dehydrators too. I think that's going to be my next purchase. Old Mutt, good to see you. Appreciate you being here. This my state is reddest there is, so good luck flying that here. Not only that, even mandatory stuff. There are religious exemptions here. Um, we have religious exemptions here, but what they're doing to us is if you can prove that you have not received any kind of vaccination since you've turned 18 years of age, that's their religious exemption. If you've had no vaccination since you turned 18, supposedly they'll let you off with that. But say you're 45 and you got a flu shot every year except for the last 2 years, they're not going to buy it. So I don't know many people of age, that haven't at least had a flu shot. Southern Prepper, hey, I'd like to do a live with you, brother. Sometimes when you get a chance, just throw some ideas around and talk about the days, things going. Absolutely, man. Let's see. There's a way to get a VAC card without taking, just saying, like the old saying, not what you know, it's who you know. I feel you. And that'll definitely be a big business as well. See, here they don't have any of that. I think it has to do with governor. I quit getting influenza shot for reasons they always made me sick. Me too, Joe. I would either get sick or just have a pounding headache for like 3 days every time. I got maters, but hope that they keep up. That's awesome. You sent me some pictures of those maters. Those are nice. No shots here since a baby. Most I've had is tetanus from stepping on a nail a few years ago. Now I have had tetanus, which I've had flu vaccinations. Um, I don't think it's been probably 6 or 7 years I've had a flu vax, but tetanus, I can't remember when the last tetanus shot I had. And I don't know if they consider that a vaccination or not. Now, hang on, looking at your vax history is a violation of HIPAA. But if it can get you out of getting this vax, you're going to give the okay for them to look at your vax history. I mean, I'm assuming. Rosanna Jones, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Says, I've never had the flu shot. Yeah, I'll never get it again. Especially now, because it's hard to say what else they're going to slip in on you. And you'd never know. You think you're going in for a flu vax or whatever that you've got, years before, they could slip anything in there. And I mean, whoever's even administering the shot wouldn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Anna W says tetanus shot is optional. It's true. I think they make stuff up as they go. Absolutely. Did you get email about South Carolina? I did. I absolutely did, B&B. That don't sound like a bad idea. Hey, Shauna, Ark Nanny, good to see you. I expect the jab or no Social Security disability. That's what I was saying the other night. That's one that I think that was one of the things I was talking about, where a lot of us are going to have a big decision coming up because um, I could see that being the next big medical thing is Medicaid or Medicare will not cover you if you're not vaccinated. I could definitely see that being a thing. And honestly, when it comes um, to, I mean, okay, think about what the government's done to us so far. If they wanted to say, well, OSHA and HIPAA don't matter, not necessarily OSHA, but HIPAA, it don't matter no more. I mean, they could change that snap of the fingers. I mean, we all know that. I mean, they're going to make it to where there's no legal way to get around. Not legal, but no. I don't see them giving up. I think they'll rewrite rules, jump through hoops, break all the red tape that they have to make sure it gets done. And I'm not trying to ignore anybody. I'm just trying to stay kind of caught up. Last live stream, I was like 10 minutes behind on chat. Hey, Blue Vandal, Chris Kaufman, good to see you guys. Thank you for being here. I go through Bellin for healthcare. I made an online account and I can see every single shot I've gotten since birth. Kind of creepy. FYI, county health nurse can access everyone's jab history as well. Yeah, and then what's her name's on the TV or on YouTube the other night. Well, we don't really keep everybody shot records. Bull. I don't believe that. Why do you think they say practicing medicine, right? Good to see you, Lenny. No. Ashley is correct. During a state of emergency and or martial law, rights and laws can be interpreted differently. It's absolutely right. What do you think about the door-to-door bull stuff? Um, I'm not worried about the door-to-door stuff, really. I mean, it's not like men in blacks coming to your house, and forcing you to take anything. Um, they're looking for local community people that you're familiar with to hand out brochures and stuff and make sure you're educated and more well informed about how much you need it and this and that. I mean, they're not coming door to door to force you at gunpoint or anything to take the vax. um, not saying that sometime in the future that don't become a thing, but I mean, as for right now, I'm not worried about the people. Just no, like we talk in Discord. It's no different than like Jehovah's Witness showing up, or somebody, and you take their little brochures, or don't even take their. I mean, I wouldn't even take it. Just be like, nope, not interested. Have a great day. God bless y'all. Thank you for coming by. Tell your mom and them I said, hey, send them on their way. I mean, I have no. I mean, there ain't no, if it's local folks that they're sending out to do this, I don't see no reason to be rude or give that attitude, nothing like that. So, that's where I'm at with it. Let's see. Fun thing is, they don't keep everyone's 4473 and other forms for buying guns. They send them to feds after a gun shop closes and keep forever. Yeah. Or yeah, exactly. Like Pinball said, just don't open the door. I mean, it's and they'll jot that down. Of course. I mean, if you tell them you're not interested, they're going to jot that down. So if you don't answer the door, I mean, it's no different. But this rollout, just going door to door to give you information, I'm not worried about it. Hey, Nick Stinson, good to see you, my friend. Glad to see you in here. Do not ever buy 40 pounds of cherries, is my suggestion. That's a lot of cherries. I'm not sure I follow why, though. You're going to have to tell me a little bit more. I mean, I love cherries. I could eat a lot of cherries. You mean I can't answer the door in my skin suit with my junk tucked in? I mean, Joe, whatever you feel the need to do, brother. I'm just not going to answer the door. I mean, and if I do answer the door, like I said, I'll just thank them for stopping by. Sorry you waste your time, um, but I'm not interested. And I'll send them over to the guy on the street. Like that guy said he wants four. Whatever, just leave me alone. You missed the reason that, Tommy. Oh, well, let me scroll back up through here. I got to see why you don't buy 40 pounds of cherries. Oh, okay. Sorry, I see it. I finished up pitting 40 pounds of cherries today with a paring knife and my thumbnails for cherry jam and cherry bourbon barbecue sauce. Raspberries need picked again later, everyone. Man, that cherry bourbon barbecue sauce sounds fire, man. I'd love to try that. But yeah, I can imagine pitting that many cherries with your a paring knife and your thumbnails. Your thumbs have to be sore. Let's see. Of course, they will be nosy and make notes that govern. Oh, yeah. Right. I did hear straight from White House spokesperson they want to use door to door strike teams. I I just don't see that passing. Not yet. Not right now. Hey Chuck Brett, good to see you. Glad you could make it. Um, when are they going to cut Social Security disabilities if you don't take the jab? Anyone know? Yeah, I was talking about that a minute ago, man. I definitely see that becoming a thing because there's already a lot of doctors' offices, that people have had to get different doctors because they won't see you without the jab. So what makes Medicaid and Medicare any different? So I think that's going to be one of the next things that's not too far off. And that breaks my heart because a lot of people are going to have to cave and just do it and hope for the best, or they're not. And like I said the other night, they could possibly be forced to just lay and die a slow, agonizing death. Because a lot of these people, they depend on Medicaid and Medicare for pain medicines, for pain management. I mean, it's not going to be a good situation for a lot of folks. Right, Zane? If he needs to unload some of that extra barbecue sauce, I definitely, I mean, that sounds good. Papa, problem is, White House said they're going to use door to door strike teams. And okay, a lot of channels on YouTube, a lot of creators, they use scare tactics a lot. Scare porn, whatever you want to call it. I think the government, to a certain extent, does the same thing. You know, like, oh no, a strike force. We better just go ahead and take it. You know, it could be something like that. Or they could, legitimately send these folks out. But that's going to cause a lot of dead people, whether it be on their side or ours. I mean, it's simple. It's plain and simple. The strike force is going to do nothing but get people killed on both sides of the fence. So like I said, I haven't seen it, but I'm not doubting you, at all, Coral. But I think that will get a lot of innocent people, like I said, both sides of the fence, killed. Hey, Keto Homestead with Jess, good to see you. War Child Warrior, good to see you. What would you say for somebody that's homeless in Oregon and trying to find a group of people to belong to? I have a bug out bag, but not much else. Man, that's rough. Um, man, you guys help us out here. Um, I mean, I understand you're going to want to find a group of people, but if I was in Oregon, definitely, I mean, the obvious, get out of the city. Um, as I poke myself in the eye. Um, man, that's a tough question. I mean, if you absolutely like have nobody there, obviously nobody really willing to help you at this point right now if you're homeless. Honestly, my personal, if I was in that position, because I know, especially in Oregon, like the cities where they're rioting, and there's bound to be a large population of homeless folks, and those homeless folks obviously know how to live without any handouts, without people helping them. I mean, they've been doing it for a long time. So honestly, I would see if you could find as many of those like-minded people, that aren't afraid to work and put in some time and kind of consider getting out of the towns and maybe, I mean, I hate to say hit the woods, but I can't think of a safer place to be if you have the means of, making your own type of shelter or something, deep, deep, deep in the woods. I mean, that's a tough one, War Child Warrior. Seriously, got to pick berries. All right, Nick. We'll see you later, man. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Hope that is water in that jug. It's as big as your head. Yeah, it's water. I was so proud of my doctor during last visit. Came in with not mask and nurse said I didn't have to in his office and stated he's a rebel. That's awesome. Now, see, that's a good dude. That's the doctor you want to keep. Stars Prepper, good to see you. I'm not taking it. I'll die first. Know where I'm going if I stay faithful to Jesus. Amen, Chuck. I feel you. They're even talking about pulling food stamps if no jab. That's another one that'll, they're going to, I'm sure they'll hit the welfare, because a lot of people depend on that, just like, Medicaid and Social Security and EBT, food stamps, that all kind of goes hand in hand in a lot of instances. Um, so I could definitely see that being a thing too, especially, because a lot, like I said, a lot of people depend on that. And I'm honestly surprised, like with the rate that's on unemployment, you know, could be another thing they hit. Um, yeah, and if you guys have like good, reliable sources of this stuff, and you want to share it, you can type it out, like where you heard this stuff from or where you've seen it. You can type it out in the comments. You just can't put like blah blah blah.com. You have to spell out dot, stuff like that. That way, a lot of like we can look up ourselves and everybody in chat can check it out too. That would be something if you guys want to do. Hey, Northern Girl Hobbies, good to see you. I'm glad you can make it. Hey, Five Virgins Prepper, good to see you, my friend. Said my governor is great. Told the feds no way in this state. Yeah, somebody emailed and told me that. Five, that's awesome. Save the eye poking for the strike force, right? I ain't got to worry about. They ain't got to worry about me. I messed myself up. Let's see. Come to South Carolina. We care. Absolutely. The people that are employed that have unions should check their contracts to see what they say about getting vaccines. That's true. Um, Flowgrown shared a video with me. He emailed it to me. I'm gonna try to get it to share. It wouldn't share from. It was posted originally on Facebook, but it won't let me share it from there, of course. So I'm gonna see if I can track it down even further to share it. It's very getting around your employment. That's why I was saying, don't let them force you into it. Until it's FDA approved, they can't make you take anything. Um, so definitely don't quit just because of a threat. Make them fire you because you wouldn't take it. And I bet you they don't fire you for not taking the vaccination. They'll find any other little reason, maybe. But let's see. Native and Devout, good to see you, brother. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Metal for Breakfast, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Five virgins don't know nothing about rabbits, says Native and Devout. Hey, Tammy Lynn, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Tooth Fairy, tons of herbal remedies for anxiety and headaches may need this info when pharmacies are closed. That is absolutely true. Absolutely. Let's see. Five Virgins Prepper said he's got a rabbit feather for you, Native. Well, I guess I'm behind again. Go figure. Was just on JW Survival, and he had breaking news: Germany just got hacked and just about shut down Germany's infrastructure. And see stuff like, I mean, I encourage everybody to, kind of do your own research. Even something I tell you, make sure follow up with it, check it out for yourself. Because I know I've seen a lot of people in different chats that are getting frustrated because they fear or feel that a lot of us as creators kind of over embellish sometimes. So like I said, even me, so anything I tell you, I'm not going to take offense. Go check it out. Go see it for yourself. Um, and I'm not doubting JW. That's nothing, against him or his channel or Big German Prepared. Nothing like that. I'm going to say that first and foremost. But just make sure you check it out on your own too, guys. Let's see. Just exploring every path. Good to see you. Adriana Turner, good to see you. Camping at the coast, I had to escape the heat. We had a nice day here today. It's been overcast and like 73 all day. Very nice. If I ever get to where to can't get anxiety meds, I will use CBD thyroid. I'm up a creek. There are several natural herbal remedies for anxiety. Now, when it comes like thyroid, stuff like that, I don't know anything about that. That's one thing I do lack in is my like nature, my herbal knowledge. I do have to work on that because Indiana, like Tigger, where we're at, there is so much stuff around us that's medicinal and usable. It's crazy that we don't know more than what we do. Let's see. I'm trying to stay caught up, guys. It's not working out in my favor. Everyone who's getting old like me with health problems, stock up on meds if you can. Absolutely. I need to see these rabbit feathers. Hey, babe, I'm heading to fives, okay? That's fine. Bring me back some. I want to see them. Let's see. I've been stocking up on meds too. Probably not the best way by not taking them sometimes, but my doctors now won't go for giving out extra. Hey, Tammy, I feel you. That's what I've been doing. I take mine every other day. I mean, I know that's not a lot of extra, but I mean, so I feel you. 5 virgins. I'm tired. I'm weary, but I must endure. Amen, brother. Gypsy Soul, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Heard on the news that FDA will approve in August. Now, see, if that comes about to where it becomes FDA approved, then they can really give us problems. I consider myself to be a herbalist after 50 years. That's awesome. Hey, Homestead Oz, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Big German Prepared. Sometimes meds are the problem. And I'm not arguing. I can't argue with that statement. Um, if I had to like go off my anxiety meds and stuff, I'd make it. The ones that worry, the only one that really worries me is my blood pressure medicine, but there's herbal stuff for that too. I mean, I just have to kick myself and make myself learn it. Um, but yeah, there's like, I think it's garlic and onions and stuff like that is good for your blood pressure anyway. But I know there's many more, but I do need to get myself in gear and figure it out. But like my anxiety meds, it would suck definitely the first couple weeks to go without it, because I will be a loose cannon. But and there's herbal stuff for that. I know lavender and stuff like that, like the oils, the lavender oil and stuff like that. That does help me some, but the anxiety I'm not too worried about. I mean, it is what it is. If anything else, it'll make me. If nothing else, it'll make me a better prepper because I'm paranoid. I'm alert. I am, like, I don't know, native and devout. Give me liberty. Give me death. Absolutely, brother. I don't know if you've seen the last of. I don't know if you've seen my video. Was it yesterday morning or Wednesday morning? But email me or something, man. Let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. If you've seen it. If not, I'll ask you to give it a watch and see what you think. And if you don't want to get in it, I mean, I understand it's cool. I just trying to. It's definitely time that we make a stand. But I don't want to see a lot of people, you know, die for the cause before. It's hard to say what I'm trying to say. I think you know what I mean. I'm not. I would gladly die for my family, and I think they know that. I hope they know that. But if we can actually have our voices heard on a legit level, not just us ranting back and forth on YouTube, but actually have a committee, so to speak, and appointed people to speak for us, and at least give that a try. And if that fails, then it's phase two. You know what I mean? Hey, Liz, good to see you. Glad you could make it. How about Wells Fargo closing credit accounts? And they're closing at least one bank here in town. The Wells Fargo thing kind of shocked me. I'm not gonna lie about that. But and if that's, I mean, definitely. I mean, this is just me. I haven't read this. I haven't, but come on. If you've got a large amount of money in the bank, I would get it out of the bank as soon as possible. If you got to bury it in your backyard, keep it in a safe at your house, whatever you got to do, I would not have big amounts of money in the bank right now at all. There's no way. It's, you know, um, I don't ever have enough money. I never have enough money to worry about it. I literally have paycheck to paycheck is what goes in the bank. And by the time I pay bills and whatnot, I got my running money. That's all I got left. So, but because Mama takes care of all the savings, putting money back, and everything like that, and you know, we have alternative means of keeping our money safe. But definitely, I wouldn't keep any kind of amount of money. And it's not, necessarily something the bank might do, but just you got to think, if we hit SHTF, all the grids go down, there's no power, you ain't got squat. You have nothing, nothing, unless you've got into silver or you're sitting on a good stock of barter items, stuff like that. I mean, because the electricity goes out, there's no there's no transactions, there's nothing. Well, Coral, just give me the inheritance. I'll hold on to it for you. And if SHTF, no, I'll find you. I promise. I'm kidding. I would never do that to anybody. Well, there was one guy, but Wells Fargo no longer offering lines of credit. My understanding is you have 6 months to pay it back. So they're clearly going under. I mean, that's what I would think just from reading that statement. But I don't see how they could possibly, because I mean, what if you got like a home loan or, oh, man, it's not very long to pay back a large sum of money. Oh, personal lines. Gotcha. My bad. No, it's time for Holcomb to go, Lenny. You're absolutely right. Oh, I must depend on the Holy Spirit to let me know when Papa is on because YouTube won't notify me. Man, I hate that. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I set everything up the way it's supposed to be. Like I said the other night, I don't even get my own notifications anymore. I always, in the past, got a half-hour notification. Papa, I tell my husband that, but he says if it goes down, it being in backyard won't help us either. How do I get him on board? Well, I would tell him that, okay, say everything goes down, you've got everything that you busted your hump for is at least there. So if everything ever was, came back and, was slowly started, you'd still have the money that you had, unless, of course, we go to all this crypto and all that, which, let's face it, guys, that's what they're pushing for. That's what's going to happen. Um, and if you don't want to do that, if you guys have the savings that you don't touch, like it's just there for what if, invested in silver, precious metals, stuff like that, that you could hide easily. And I don't mean like buy silver bars. I mean, you know, coins, basically. Because I mean, I understand what he's getting at. Kind of if everything's down and you're sitting on a coffee can or however you bury it, full of $100 bills, that's going to suck because then you know, for one, nobody's going to want paper money, but silver, I think there'll always be a want for that and a need. But like paper money, it's not going to do you any good. And even if it did, say grocery stores or whatever would stay open for cash transactions, for a little while, like your little local places just to get rid of stuff, you're not going to want to pay $100 bill for a case of bottled water and a loaf of bread. I mean, I understand where he's coming from with the, if it goes out, it goes out. We can't use it anyway. I get that frame of mind. I really do. Because a lot of people, you tell them to invest in silver and stuff like this. A lot of folks, are like, well, I can't eat silver. We can't eat metals. We can't eat, and I get that too. I mean, to me, it's a fine line about how much you want to barter with and, in case you need it, as opposed to the other things that you could buy that's definitely going to help you in SHTF. Um, excuse me. I mean, it could be a tough, touchy subject if one spouse is a prepper and one's not. I mean, definitely, I could because people argue about money anyway. Let's be real about it. That's one thing most married couples will fight. If they do fight, it's usually about money. So, I mean, I can see that being a thing if one's on board and one's not. You can't eat your paper money either. That's for sure. Hey, True American Loretta, good to see you. I tell the pre-tribbers to leave me their goods since they won't need it, but I change up and tell them that they need to prep. Yeah, if they don't need it, they're going to stop prepping five. Let's see. Trying to catch back up, guys. Anyone heard anything about the cyber test? I have not. It's kind of been spooky quiet about that. Precious metals have been money since they were discovered. We have worthless paper now. That is true. That is true. And I was reading the other day on, I can't even remember, so you'd have to look, but they are actually considering another stimulus package. I couldn't believe that. And on this one, if they get it pushed through, which I don't think it'll happen because even Democrats at this point are opposing it, but it's another $2,000 per adult, then $1,000 every month till the end of the pandemic. I don't understand. Like, at what point do they say the pandemic's over? Because to me, everything's wide open. There's nowhere that masks are mandated anymore. There's no, unless like doctors' offices, hospitals, I get that. But, all the restaurants, bars, everything's back to 100% capacity across the nation. How is the pandemic not over? And if anybody can explain that to me, I would gladly listen. Only thing I heard was what Pinball said. Some entity tried to hack the conference and failed. What's up, baby? Let's see. How's it doing?
Okay.
Starting to feel rough.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Just catching up, guys. The government should buy everyone a new pickup truck of their choice. That I'm on board with. Absolutely on board. And they might as well throw in a nice garden tractor while they're at it. And I want one with
boat.
a boat.
Yeah, we need a boat.
Yeah, we really need the tractor. Something with a bucket and a really nice tiller on the back, preferably about 4 feet wide. I'm not greedy. And I'd like to have the backhoe the adapter part. Like, I'd like to have a nice new Kubota set up. That'd be all right. Everybody's telling you hi.
Hello.
This country is over. The world is done for. It's just a matter of time. I agree, Five. I absolutely agree. Tommy, HIP still is charging no premiums till crisis is over, and SafeLink still free unlimited data. I don't think I know what either one of those are. Do you know what those are?
What is it?
HIP or SafeLink? I think I know what SafeLink is, but
HIP is Healthy Indiana Plan.
still charging no premiums.
I make too much money for that.
Yeah. I spend my stimulus on arms industry. I want a Siberian AK if we asking Santa for stuff.
Santa.
I agree with Mandy. A boat with all this rain, we all will have beachfront property soon.
Who is that?
Zane.
Well, that's because Anne is a smart woman.
See,
We need a boat.
I have a boat, but I had this idea. It's her papa's boat. This boat is old, okay? I was going to restore it.
Mm-hmm.
Every good intention. You know, it's a V-bottom boat. I was going to build a deck on it, you know, everything. What happened? What happened?
Corona.
COVID-19 became this big thing, and that's when we decided we were going to start prepping and putting extra money, all of our extra money, into food and water and resources, and the boat kind of fell by the wayside. So that's what happened to my boat.
No boat.
It still floats. It's just, it has no seats or nothing in it.
And the trailer's not together.
And the trailer's not together because I took it all apart, sandblasted everything. Well, sanded everything by hand, a whole boat trailer. And then it just fell to the wayside. Flowgrown's got a Kubota.
Maybe one of these days, if you're really good, Santa will bring you one.
Santa ain't gonna bring me no new Kubota with all the implements. Actually, I don't need all the implements. I'd be happy with a bucket and a tiller. I'd be golden. Find an old tractor, new ones, all computerized. Takes a rocket scientist to work on. That is true, KY Survival. Hey, Carpenter Self-Reliance. Good to see you, my friend. Ooh, I'm caught up.
A spa day, pamper day every week for the rest of my life, and you can have a Kubota.
Coral Tigger said, Tommy, careful. Remember last time you mentioned wanting a tractor? Yeah, well, things happen, and I still ain't got a tractor. I have to watch. I'm a rafter.
Got a lawnmower.
Mr. B is a canoe man. They don't match. Constantly hear from him. Get in the middle of the canoe. I fear canoes and tippy boats, B&B, especially on the river. I would love to have a kayak. They make fat boy kayaks. I've seen them at Real King. These dudes hold like 550 pounds. They're the flat kind. They got tackle boxes built into them, live wells. Man, they got coolers on them. I could so go for a kayak.
Your own cup holders.
If I was to be able just to pick an old tractor, I'd like to have an old Ford Red Belly. That's about the size I need. The little ones. Tommy, HIP is Healthy Indiana. No premium since CV started. Worried they will require vax. I'd almost guarantee they're all going to require it.
They're going to try it.
They're going to try. I mean, and that's what I was saying earlier when it comes to, you know, HIPAA and all that. And,
they're trying everything. They're trying lotteries. And
whoa. Where was that today? I was reading that. Where did we go today? Was it the dollar? No.
Was it no? JC.
Oh, JC Kroger. On our receipt, I just happened to see Kroger is now doing the There's $5 million. There'll be 5 $1 million winners drawn if you get vaccinated at a Kroger first or prompt med type thing, the mini clinics. That's pharmacies. It. If you get vaxxed,
between June.
Oh wait, no, $4.99. What is wrong with you? That's not even funny. 5. I've worked my tail off to get to $3.55. So. Anyway. But yeah, anyway, Kroger's jumping on board with this thing too. $5 million or 5 $1 million winners if you have at least one vaccination done. You don't even have to get them all. That right there should be enough to wake up everybody. They're pushing so hard just for at least that one first vaccination. You know, why? Why is it so imperative just to get at least that first one in you? But anyway, Kroger's on board with it now. So.
And how many people have they got to do it just for a chance to win a lottery?
James, the Southern Prepper, and True American Loretta said hi. I don't know. Somebody actually told me what that was about. It had to be somebody in here about the mosquitoes being released down south. What was that about? I can't remember now. Hey, Prepper Book Club, good to see you. All about the money. Yep. Pathetic they have to bribe people to take it. Apparently the people's choice is obvious. I know, right? Coral said thunder's here.
Uh-oh. What's supposed to be coming?
Well, Friday they came out. We might need 3 vaxes now.
Well, it'll have a booster every year, I'm sure. Just like the flu vaccine.
Yep. Joe cracks me up. Yeah, marine, the extinct flu is also returned. And I seen that. I forget what state it was, but they're absolutely refusing. It might be South Carolina. I can't remember. So they're absolutely refusing to admit or say anything is a COVID case now. Anything from here on out will be considered the flu. Hey, Dak Galaxy Rapper, good to see you. Whoop, there went the phone. All right, I love you. Just started Vax Lottery down here for $1 million.
Go say hi. Let's just say hello, Daddy.
They want boosters so they have cash flow.
Ow. He's over there. Go tell him hi.
What are you doing?
He's telling everybody hi.
There's your 15 seconds.
All right. Let's go. Get out.
Tank! Hey, Hava, good to see you. We are having a great weekend. Actually, the heat's finally broke and you can stand to be outside. Let's see. It's trying to get us ready for the mark of the beast, so we will think it's in our best interest. Yep, I can't argue with that either. I'd like to know how many Dems are heavy invested into pharma. My guess would be all of them. I guess a major cruise line put a purple bracelet on unvaccinated passengers in Nazi Germany. Operation Paperclip is a good read by Annie Jacobson, I think. I'm going to have to check that out. Actually, I'm going to write that down. Go check that out, Nick. Thank you. Let's see. We had a major thunderstorm last night. Best one I have seen in like 10 years. I love thunderstorms. There's a possibility I might, let's see, 10 after 8. I might lose you guys before 9 o'clock. So if it just kind of goes black, that'll be why. Had to spend the morning cutting on my trees as a lot of branches broke in the storm. We've had a lot of that around here lately too. A lot of trees down. The sun, it's the CME that came off the sun on July 3rd. I feel you, Mames. I don't do cruises either. Descendants of Operation Paperclip still live in our country. Paperclip was an arms race between USA and Russia, as well as other countries, to divide up German tech post World War II. Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't know the name Operation Paperclip. A lot of trampolines ended up in others. Yep. We either see a lot of the trampolines or those little kiddie pools blown all over the place. Yeah, I seen the radar. It looks like we're in for some crazy weather about the majority of the night. I seen there was a big, I think that's probably what's getting the coral now. And at the time I looked, it was a pretty big system coming through. So the storm here is kicking at high winds and heavy, heavy rain. Great. That's what we need. More rain. Some of my best memories are sitting with my dad on the front porch watching a storm roll in. That's awesome. Next, Tommy, the U.S. brought approximately 1,600 Nazi scientists here, some high-level officers who've committed terrible war crimes. Oh. Huh. I'm going to have to read into that. That sounds like something I'd like to read. I grabbed mine as soon as it started I grabbed mine as it was starting to lift up. Had to put bricks on it. Garden survived okay. Well, that's good. All this water's like just decimated my tomatoes and stuff. Actually, I think I might have just heard a rumble of thunder here. It sure is dark. Spoils include atomic bomb, tech rockets, jet engines, tank and small arms tech, all kinds of stuff we wanted to keep it from the Soviets. Gotcha. Oh yeah, it's definitely thundering. That one kind of shook the window. Go listen to Ben Ferguson podcast after Rush passed. He is the best and laying it all out for us. Okay. Ben Ferguson. Medal for Brian. Apologies for. Thank you, Medal. It's okay. It's all right. Mrs. poppaprepper said it's here. Yeah, it's rolling in. Like if I said everything goes black or whatever, or I freeze, that's what's happening. I won't be able to get back on. Let's see. Coral, no strawberries here this year, but buffer crop of blackberries at Homestead. Yeah, we was just talking about our strawberries last night. I mean, they're doing great, nice and green, but they're just not. I think they've produced like 3 strawberries, so I don't understand what's going on there because they look great. They're just not producing anything. If you live in Salem, Indiana, you have to boil your water before you drink it. Oh boy. I'm about 20 miles north of Salem. Is that because of the storm that just came through, Lenny? My dog got upset over a big mud turtle that was trying to get through fence. I hope he don't get a hold of that dog. Those turtles are mean, man. All right, thank you, Lenny. So when we gonna get a new song, brother? Yeah, I've kind of backed out of the singing a little bit. I don't know. Blackberries are big and sweet. Got to harvest tomorrow. That's awesome. Name's Legacy. She has a bunch of blackberries. Man, I wish we had blackberries here. I had some planted. They were doing great, and all of a sudden they just died. I don't know. I don't know what hit them or what got them. Yeah, exactly, Coral. Ours looks great. But I think we've picked literally 3 strawberries off of it since May. So I don't know what's going on with it. They look pretty. It's all good. I never learned many myself an American, so I'm sure they went against me. Five versions prepper. Yeah, sing some Barry, Papa. What Barry is that? Papa, it says due to problem with their water supply. Hmm. Wonder what that would be. Unless all this rain has, because I know last year they flooded really bad in Salem, like bad. Like they had to buy all new school buses because their schoolyard flooded and the buses were like literally you could barely see the roofs of the buses above the water. So I had to buy all new school buses, um, a lot of public transportation, a lot of that stuff. The city had to buy brand new. So I'm wondering if it might have weakened like their a water main or something, and maybe it sunk and sunk and sunk and broke. But it's hard to say. But thank you very much, Lenny. Barry Maguire. Barry Maguire. Oh, is yeah. I need to share. I shared that on my community tab 5. That song is awesome. I might have to share that in Discord too. I think a lot of people would like that. I mean, I could try to learn it. I got a boatload of green tomatoes out there. Once they change, we'll be swimming in tomatoes. The ones that I moved, they're starting to finally produce some. Like I said, I think I'll be very lucky if I actually produce enough to do much canning with them. If not, Roma tomatoes are relatively cheap. So, because I have every intention of making a canning a bunch of food this year as soon as I can. We were supposed to go to Rural King today um, after we met with our buddy to check out the house he's wanting to buy, but I just ran out of time. Just didn't have time. But anyway, I'm wanting to go there tomorrow to get pickle stuff, vinegar, and all that good stuff. Well, I won't go to Rural King to get the vinegar, but because the Rural King we have here in Bedford or over in Bedford, they have like every canning spice you could think of. Yeah, that's what I thought at first. Um, where did that go? Somebody said depending on the berry as to what mood you're in. Oh, Tammy said that. I was thinking like Barry Manilow, Barry White, John Barry. There's several, but no. Five Virgins Prepper sent me a song, and the guy's name that sings it is Barry Maguire, and it's called "Don't Blame God." And it's our country. It's what we're going through to a T. Um, Great song. I really liked it. Like it. It's a. It's an. I mean, it's a motive. It's a moving song. It really is. Papa, I thought Barry Maguire inspired you. Absolutely. I mean that was a great song. Play and sing Beulah Land next time you have a chance. Well, thank you, Gina HT. I appreciate that. Beulah Land. Cool. Slice green tomatoes a little thick, spread cream cheese in between, bread with crumbs, and dip in an egg. Fry in oil. Salsa is great accompaniment. Oh man, that sounds good. Oh, it sounds so good. I love fried green tomatoes. Yeah, I used to sing Mandy by Barry Manilow to Mrs. Papa Prepper back in the day. Oh, okra's good too. We always get off on food. Is it because I go on like right at kind of the late supper time? I mean, what is it? Just a little about me. I was reborn through the Jesus movement, Christian hippie. I would love to hang out with Five Virgins Prepper. I bet we could sit and listen to music all day. Anyone here from the South Alabama area, asks the Southern Patriots Association. And good to see you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I'm not picking my maters till they are good and purple. LOL. My purple chair, my Cherokee purples, they look like they're actually going to give me some. Um, a few, I hope. What really let me down is my Roma tomatoes, and I don't understand it. They're usually the easiest to grow, but I'm blaming it on the weather because I know I didn't do anything wrong to them. Because that's, I mean, Roma, that's what a lot of people say you want for your paste, your juices, salsa, stuff like that, because, I mean, they are extremely juicy. But kind of let me down. I don't have a channel, but I have been given thought to a live blog. That'd be cool, Five. That would be awesome. I'm a food man. I've got loads of great food ideas. Absolutely, Chris Pyatt. I'd be there. If you ever do any kind of blog, let us know, Five. Oh, my timer just went out on my light. I was like, what's happening? Um, absolutely metal for breakfast. I love all kinds of music. Um, everything from, I mean, that's just spiritual music, old school church hymnals, all the way up to Metallica, you know, stuff like that. I'm all over the place when it comes to music. Now, I will admit, like the whatever, like death metal or whatever, like where you cannot even understand a word that's being said. I don't get into that too much. But I mean, old 60s, 70s, even some 80s rock, like hair band stuff, I really like. But yeah, music is my go to for a lot of things. Music's got me through a lot of things. Gonna have to fry up a bunch soon, overloaded on beefsteak plants. Got to thin out or they will not grow large. Absolutely. Let me see here. My purple Cherokees are going like crazy. I mean, mine aren't going crazy, but I think they're going to give me something. The Southern Patriots Association, do you guys have a channel? Or anyway, I mean, if anybody looking, are you guys like a mag, so to speak? Or, I'm kind of interested because people are constantly asking, or, they don't have people around them, like minded people. And, so I try to, anybody I find that's looking for people, I, try to kind of pass it along. I think it would be great to see where all you are from. I see familiar names, but it would be cool to know where you all are located. Well, Grammy, I am in South Central Indiana. Me and Mandy, of course. Tigger's about 45 minutes to my east, or west, I'm sorry. Northwest, actually. Um, Motorhead. I like some Motorhead. Yeah, that's true. Ashley said, Nick Stinson, we miss you in Discord. We also need recipes. Brother, I got a thread over there that's for canning and recipes or whatever. Man, you could post all day over there if you want to share some of your recipes, man. Because those fried green tomatoes with the cream cheese, that's it's pretty amazing. All my greens bolted early. Gross. I'm disappointed. Very bitter. That sucks. Sorry, Northern Girl. I'm a Journey, Fleetwood Mac, Leonard Skinner girl. I got all them. I I love Fleetwood Mac. Weird as that is, a lot of guys don't get into Fleetwood Mac as much, but I really like them. There was a lot of talent right there, and Journey, and of course Skinner. What redneck boy don't like Skinner, right? Hey, roaming prepper, good to see you, my friend. I got your email today, but I have not been able to reply yet because we have been busy, busy, busy running all day. Just waiting for God to give me the go ahead. I am in rural South Carolina and my net, so I would probably have to broadcast from the city. Gotcha. Well, I think it would be amazing, man. I think you could reach a lot of people. And when I say reach a lot of people, I mean get through to a lot of people. Yeah, right, Ashley? I would love to have some of that bear chili, man. Tell you what, Marine said I could come down and go bear hunting. So I'm going to go down and get us a bear. And then we'll have to have another camping trip, and Nick will come along, and he'll make us all bear chili. That sounds good. Northwest Tennessee looking for a mag. Gina HT. Karen Miners in Ohio. Best thing if you don't have to go to the store for a pepper. I think talking to somebody else. I'm smack in the middle of Omaha, Nebraska. Yeah, Nebraska, that's a new one. I don't think I've talked to anybody in Nebraska yet. Um, maybe, but I can't remember. I talked to a lot of people. We need a low key way of all coming together. That's kind of what Southern Patriots. I did a video. Maybe I can't remember if it was Wednesday or Friday. As bad as that is, because Friday was just yesterday. I think it was. I think it was Wednesday. But anyway, if you want to go check out that video, um, there's several of us that are on board with coming together, trying to get something established the right way to kind of make a stand. Um, give me liberty or give me death. That's our battle cry. But I want to go about it that I actually get something done, possibly before it comes to people getting killed. Just because, we all know we're standing up for what's right. We know that. But, and that's just my opinion, is to go at it peacefully first. Metal for Breakfast is in Michigan. When is the gathering in October? It is the 15th, 16th, and 17th. Oh, yeah, James. I like the Doobie Brothers. Absolutely. The Southern Patriots Association is in Brewtown, Alabama. Or Bruton, sorry, not Brewtown. Let's see. Big Bear Preps. Good to see you. We was talking about bear chili, so no, we weren't talking about you. But welcome, man. I'm glad you made it. Angie is in Southeast Michigan. I think I knew that. I know Jeep Girl. Well, Jeep Girl's not in here. She's up in Michigan. Lenny was here earlier. She's north end of Indiana. LOL, Papa, you have talked to me a lot over the months. So yes, you have talked to Omaha, Nebraska. Well, I meant, I don't think I know I've talked to you, but I don't think I realized you were in Omaha, Nebraska. I didn't mean you were new. I'm north of Minneapolis, says Nick. Thankful Heart, good to see you. Glad you can been here the whole time. Not a big chatter. I'm in Kilgore, Texas. I love Petra, and Audio Adrenaline. I've listened to Audio Adrenaline. I can't say that I can name any of their songs, but I know I've listened to them. Northern Girl Hobbies is Ontario, Canada. Northern Kentucky. Tooth fairy. Yeah. Sounds like Tooth Fairy is not too far from us. Play him some Co. I love David Allen Co. Papa Prep. Where'd it go? The pen is mightier than the sword until one's swung at you. Oh, I get it, Joe. I absolutely get it, man. But I mean, you got to appreciate, at least trying to be civil about it. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know. Maybe I just don't. I mean, I don't want to see people getting hurt if it's not going to change anything. You know what? Does that make sense to you guys? Oh, and love Toby Mac. I like Toby Mac. I like David Crowder too. He's one of my favorites when it comes to um, like Christian rock, spiritual kind of type music. I believe that when the coma will go down, the Christians will be able to talk to each other through the Holy Spirit. Distance won't matter. Sorry, my leg itch. I know you get it. Trying is better than, a truckload of fertilizer. Right? Alarms going off now, looking at 30-mile-per-hour winds, heavy rain. Be aware of tree damage and power outages and flooding. And you guys be safe, Marine. All elected officials swore an oath. They swore to the Constitution, not the American Federation. Absolutely. Love David Crowder. Oh, man. Just got our weather alert. It says lightning detected near our location. Oh, I love Crowder. Amazing man. My old church's worship leader is friends with him. That's cool. Was Grammy leaving? I didn't see that. Can't get anything but buffering, so gonna go. Good night, everyone. God bless. God bless you too, Grammy. You and yours. Take care of yourself and be safe. Ashley's out too. See you, Ashley. God bless you and yours, and be safe. Thank you for being here. Guys, the buffering might be on my end because it's starting to storm here. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about that. Um, thank you. Thank you, Northern Girl, for being here. I appreciate it. God bless and stay safe. See, that is cool. You guys, you know, discovering each other that close. That's awesome. I like seeing that. My neighbors think I'm rich. I'm cooking ribeyes. They haven't missed their cow yet. LOL. That's pretty good. Coral Tigger, great. Hail, 30 minutes out. Oh my. It's going to be a long night. Hey y'all, I got to roll. Be safe, Papa. You do the same, Roman Prepper. Thank you for being here, brother. And I will answer your email or reply to your email after I wrap up this live stream. We got about 15 minutes or so. I don't want to step on Shotgun Saturday night. He's live tonight, so I'll probably jump off here about 5 till so people can get their coffee or their drinks, whatever it is you're doing. Have to go, everyone. Stay strong in Jesus' love. Love y'all. Love you too, Chuck Brett. God bless you and yours, man, and stay safe. Appreciate you being here, buddy. Eat more rabbit, says 5. I have every intentions, man. Next spring, I'm hoping to get rabbit hutches and such, which actually I might be bugging you to death, man, for advice on rabbits because hopefully this fall and over the winter, I will be building rabbit hutches to start in the spring. I've just had too much going on this summer to even consider adding another thing to it right now. I'm going to chillax for a while. Thanks for remembering me. LOL. Tommy, I left you another email. Just saying. All right, man. I will check it. And thank you for being here, Nick. I appreciate it, buddy. God bless you and yours. And be safe, my friend. My big bad pits are hiding in the corner of the room. They hate thunder. Tank's the same way, Marine. I get it. He's worrisome. Like when it storms here, like he just trembles. Like I think he's going to stroke out one of these nights. I mean, that was a good one. But yeah, that dog just trembles, man. Papa Grammy was asking about Sir Silver earlier. Not sure if you talked to her directly or not, but she looking for advice. I told her I like JM Bullion, but there's a lot out there. All right, I, I think I have her email. I think. Or was it JM Bullion? Thank you, Flowgrown. I will definitely pass it on. Mark Grammy. Rabbit is a great meat investment. 5 says he has another 100 pounds of poo for the giveaway. And even if you don't eat them, I mean, that's a great reason right there. Just the amount of fertilizer they give you, the amount of cold fertilizer they give you, which means you can put it directly in your dirt on your garden. You don't have to, wait for it like you do chicken poop. You got to wait a year, let it do its thing. Papa, I'll send you an email. Talk to you later, possibly next slide. All right, thank you very much, Tooth Fairy. God bless you and yours, and be safe out there. Love you, brothers. Got to go. Going to do a live at 11 p.m. Anybody's welcome. All right, James. If I am up at 11, I will check it out, man. This old man goes to bed, around 11. I ain't gonna lie. But God bless you and your family, man, and stay safe. I appreciate you being here. Papa Prepper and chat. Hubs is in okay, helping his dad. His wife is dying in hospice. Please add them to prayer list. Yes, ma'am. All right, Five. God bless you and yours, man. I appreciate you a lot. Uh, be safe out there. Chris. We will sure be praying for Chris. All right, Liz, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. God bless you and yours, and stay safe. You're most certainly welcome, Chris. Patriot. All right, mains. I'll see you later. Love you guys, and God bless y'all, and be safe. All right, guys. I will probably just go ahead and end this a couple minutes early. Um, wait. Okay, I missed something. Wait, I'm looking. Papa Prepper, how can we get in touch one-on-one? Email. Oh, Southern Patriots Association. It is Papa Prepper, just the way it's here on the channel, at yahoo.com. Thank you, Mrs. Papa Prepper. I missed that. Papa posted earlier prayers for Tag. He's throwing up all his feelings. Okay, Coral. Bless his little heart. We will be praying for him. These poor little guys have had it nothing but rough the whole time. God bless you too, Flowgrown. Appreciate that. I know one thing for sure. If most people feel like I do, it seems like we stand alone. False. If we find a way to connect all these patriotic channels into one, we will be one. Amen, brother. That's what I am saying. But we have to stay low. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Thank you, Marine. I appreciate that. God bless you and your family, and stay safe, brother. I believe y'all's prayers are what gave me supernatural healing after my surgeries. Bless your heart, Nanny. I sure do like to think we had a hand in it. Absolutely. B&B Home, long time subscriber to John over there on my main channel. Good deal. Thank you very much for that. Ark Nanny, you just made my day. I hope God just continues to bless you with your healings, and amen. I love that. Be safe and well, everyone. Prayers and blessings to everyone. Thank you very much for that, Zane. I appreciate that, and God bless you and yours, and be safe. Thanks, KY Survival. Well, we usually get pretty fortunate. We get some trees down, a little bit of high water, but knock on wood, where we're at in this little area, a tornado has not touched down in over 100 years. They get the ridge right behind us, and they touch down right up the highway from us. But it's like with that ridge there, they just jump. We've watched them go over, but praise God, one hasn't landed here in a long time. So, see James above, babe, about praying for Israel. Hold on a second. I have a request. Can we all pray for Israel and our country? Because if they go away, we all go away. Let me read that again. I have a request. Can we all pray for Israel and our country? Because if they go away, we all go away. Absolutely, James. You're absolutely right. This world needs prayer. Um, like, well, I'm not going to get into that just yet. Because, like I said, you guys, I know a lot of people going to Prepper Nation and stuff, but absolutely, James, you are absolutely right. But I'm going to go ahead and end this, guys. Um, Hope to see you guys tomorrow night for Prep Your Soul. We will be doing Revelations chapters 8, 9, and 10, I believe is where we are at. And I did get some new reading glasses, so I will be using my new Bible. Thank you, Mames. I know she's already gone, but I'm excited to get into that. So God must be so sad that they're putting up rainbow flag in Jerusalem and new admin adding abortion as okay. You know, it's me and Mandy was just talking about that the other day. How the rainbow, that's God's, his very first, that was his covenant. The rainbow was a sign, like his signature, if you will, that, he'd never flood the world again. And the rainbow has always been associated with God and the way certain groups and lifestyles, and they've claimed that flag, and that is, or they've claimed the rainbow as their calling card, their, banner of pride. It's it's awful. It's exactly right, Chris. It's one step closer. Good night, Flow Grown. God bless you and yours, brother, and be safe out there, man. And thank you. That rainbow stuff annoys me. They get a whole month to be obnoxious instead of helping people. Yeah. Oh, they've absolutely perverted it. It is disgusting. You know, They're taking everything from us. Did you see where they removed? This is not related to the rainbow thing, but they removed the statue of General Lee on his horse. They removed it. They took it out of Charlotte, North Carolina today, or Charlotte, South Carolina. They took it out today. Removed it. People standing around everywhere applauding and cheering. And are you serious? First of all, Robert E. Lee did not condone slavery. He hated slavery. He actually wanted no memorials of himself ever erected because of what a lot of people thought he was fighting for. He wasn't fighting for slavery. He was fighting to keep the Southern rights. He was fighting to keep like what we're trying to do now. That's what Robert E. Lee was doing. Robert E. Lee was one of the first that wanted the Confederate flag banned and taken away because of what he felt it represented, because they made the Southerners look that way. So if these people would actually pick up a daggone history book, or they can get on here and troll around all day. If they would troll their way to the library or Wikipedia or whatever and look up everything. But no, it's just easier to breed hatred everywhere. But anyway, I'm not getting on that soapbox because it's now 9 o'clock. So I'm going to wrap this up, guys. But like I said, I will see you guys tomorrow night. See, I'm wanting to go now. I done got my mouth running. But I will see you guys tomorrow night. God bless y'all. I love each and every one of you guys. Stay safe. Stay low key, like Southern Patriots Association. Stay low key. I will see you guys tomorrow night. I love y'all. Poppaprepper out.